The Bible said, Paul, the prophet of the Lord, said that day will not come except there come a falling away first. And then before the man of sin will be revealed. He that sitteth in the temple of God, opposing himself all that's above God, he as God, forgiving sins on the earth and so forth. How that this thing happened, but it couldn't happen until the falling away, until the church began to get away from the spiritual feast, draw itself back and organize itself. And then the revelation didn't stay with the church. Remember, Israel walked day and night by the pillar of fire. When that pillar of fire moved, they moved with it. And remember, it was a fire at night and a cloud at day. So it might come day or night, any time. But wherever it was, there was a propitiation made that they would not fail to see it. It was a light at night and a cloud in the daytime, and they followed it. Yes, sir. The same thing. Martin Luther saw it. What did he do? He come out of Catholicism. Well, what did they do? They built a little fence around and said, we're Lutherans. This is it. Then Wesley saw it moving away from there. He went. What did they do? Built a little fence around it and said, this is it. What did I do? Moved right on again. Pentecost saw it. What did they do? Moved out of the Wesleyan and Nazarenes and so forth. What did they do? They built a little fence around called we're oneness and we're Trinity and we're the united and all this. What did he do? God moved right on out of it. See, we cannot do that. We've got to follow every day, every hour of the day, every step of the way. We've got to be led by the Lord Jesus Christ. If we don't, we take an organizational life. And a life that doesn't follow Christ daily is not worthy. A man that's a Christian on Sunday and goes to church, sits back there and thinks he owns the church because he does this, that, or the other, and on Monday, will steal and lie. And women that'll go out on the public beaches and out upon the streets with immoral clothes on. I thought of the First Lady wouldn't even put on makeup to go before the Pope and come back and set a waterhead haircut spree for the women in the nation. And all these dresses that once she's become mother, every woman in the country wants to wear one of them mother-type dresses now. That's right. It's examples that they know that those people that do that, they take on the spirit of the world. And that don't belong in the church of the living God. Women ought to look to Jesus Christ. You ought to look to Sarah and them of the Old Testament. Now they got so that I was preaching the other night somewhere about women to obey their husband. Obey? That went out of the marriage ritual a long time ago. But they ain't going to do that. No, sir. They live in America and they'll let you know so. They're not going to obey, but as long as you don't do it, don't never try to call yourself a Christian. Because you're not. I don't care how much you dance and speak with tongues. If you don't obey your husband, you're out of the will of God. A woman that wears shorts and does these things that she does on the street, don't call yourself a Christian. You want to have the world and still hold your testimony? You cannot do that in the presence of God when you know better than to do it.